Countdown. I gotta get.
Hey, oh my gosh. Not on miss my screen. Only I would do this right
What you
before
do?
going. Only I will mess my screen. Okay, this is much better. Yes, I can see myself because I was trying to, do too much. Hey, everybody. Welcome to episode 2 of Konvos with Karamel. And I am your host, Karamel, or Karamel the Creative. That's my new tag. So you can find me on everything, Karamel the Creative. And that's with a K, with two Ks. Caramel, that's with a K. Then Creative, that's with a K. So Karamel the Creative. Yes. So today's episode, I got my girl on here, and we go way back. We go way back.
Way back, way back.
Way back, way back. That's my girl, Payne, right there. Oh, and I'm so thankful that she was able to do this interview today.
Yes, yes.
Yes. All
Man,
right. So, Payne, I'm going to let you introduce yourself, and then we go get into the interview.
okay, well, y'all, what's up? Facebook, Instagram, social media, TikTok, everybody. It's your girl, Olympia Payne, Women of Security. I am here, and I'm happy to be here and blessed. How y'all doing today?
I'm great. I'm great. I'm quite sure our audience is great too.
Yes.
So again, I know about Payne. I do know about Olympia too. Yeah, that was her formal name. But no, they used to be Payne. We all called her Payne. And I'm gonna take it back first before we get to where you at now.
Mm-hmm.
So my girl Payne, we actually went to college together. We were at UIC, University of Illinois at Chicago, right there, Circle
Yes.
Campus, kicking it,
429F, baby. Basketball,
kicking
y'all up,
it.
man. Those were the
Kicking
days.
it.
Club
All of
Nitro
Nitro
days.
Day. Yeah. Taking it back to Nitro. Yes.
Yes.
We used to kick it hard, man. I think I was telling some young bucks, I was like, we never had to wait in line. We
No,
was walking straight up.
we was
Hold up,
going
we didn't
straight
have
to
on
the
no
door.
coats, no jackets. It's 1 degrees outside.
You
Had
see
on
us
our little
walking up,
cute
they like, let
fits.
them through.
We're straight to the door. Yes. Always going straight to the
We go
door. Let
straight
them
through the
through.
door.
Let them through. One paying for nothing.
Nothing. Just having a
Nothing.
good time. We was the party. We
Yes.
had the good times.
Yes.
Yes.
That's when we used to party in peace. We didn't have to worry about
Okay.
ducking and
It was
dodging and all that stuff.
definitely
Man,
different
we still got
times.
the pictures posted. So y'all can,
Yeah,
oh, okay.
matching outfits. They couldn't even mess with us. They used to
Yes.
see us coming in like, wait a minute, who is these
Okay.
sisters?
Man. We
Yeah.
ain't gonna talk about that. Hold up. We ain't gonna talk about that back that thing contest.
Oh, you know what? Hold on. All I remember is I was being put up in the air and passed to the stage. I don't even know how I got in the contest. I really don't. I don't
Yes.
remember that. You gotta fill me in on that one.
Man, it's so much, girl. It's so much. I think, man, we had too much fun. I mean, it was so much fun. We got to party in peace. That was the
Yeah,
biggest thing.
yeah.
I
Party in
think
peace,
that's probably why
everybody
you went
safe.
into security because you remember how peaceful the clubs used to
Yeah.
be back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
But we gonna talk about that.
Yes.
So, just to run it back, where you came from, I want you to tell us a little bit more about that, your background, huh?
My background. Oh, okay. Well, Olympia Payne. I'm a West Side baby. K Town. Um, I want to say that I started off like I said, on the West Side of Chicago with my mom, my family, and everything. But after a while, the early '80s, the late '80s, by the late '80s, I went from there to maybe Garfield, 55th, 79th, to different foster homes because I became a foster child. So I along with the youngest four of my mom kids went into foster care while she was working undercover with the Chicago Police Department. So she was undercover doing some things and got hooked on the drugs that she was, basically undercover trying to protect, and kind of lost the youngest five out of her 13. She had eight that was living there, and then other children by other, people that was out the house. They were older, our older siblings. So yeah, that alone, those experiences alone, the things that I went through dealing with that alone kind of molded me, and those different things I went through helped me become who I am. And that's how you got Olympia Payne. I didn't even like to use my middle name Payne. I used to think it was a curse. I used to be like, pain is like hurt. I'm already hurting dealing with what I was dealing with at a young age, and the different territories and families I had to live with, and try to call mom, dad, cuz, and it's a lot of them. I was in like maybe 13 different foster homes. So I got a lot of people who outside of my real siblings that call me sis or auntie or cousin. That's family to me too. So yeah.
Funny thing is, I call you sis too because
Yeah.
how close we are, you
Yes.
know? So,
Yeah.
yeah, it's funny how people who are not your family become your family. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
And you know them longer than you actually know your real family. And I got
Wow.
relationships with a lot of people that I've had longer than I've had with my real family. I've known them longer and still got family who I'm meeting that I don't know, that I don't have relationships with. But I try. It's a process, you know.
Yeah. It's definitely a process. It's
Yeah.
definitely a process.
Nevertheless, I'm blessed and happy.
Hmm. And after the fact, you reunited with your mom, didn't you, at some point too?
Yeah, let me see. I want to say in about 97, 98, my boyfriend at the time, AK, uh, ooh, that's another story.
I know.
You
Okay.
already know them college day honey baby bye. That's a
Yes,
whole nother story. But he know
definitely.
how, it affected me being with me in a relationship, and, being in a foster home. I wanted to always find my mom, and I'm always love that man for that, because he took the initiative, and he took me, and we went out and we found my mom.
Wow.
We went door to door to everywhere I used to remember that she used to be. He didn't mind taking me. He took his time, he, patience, money, effort, because it wasn't easy. And I
Hmm.
want to say about after 30 days, after a month of looking, we found her.
That's
And
good. That's
when I
good.
found out, I was so happy. I formed a relationship with her, and then of course I let my other siblings and everybody know where she was at. So I kind of like keep the family together type thing.
That's cool.
And
That's
she's
cool.
she's she's here with me now. Not here, but she's
Hmm.
close by. I'm actually she just got situated in her new home, and I'm
Okay.
literally not even 4 minutes from her. So I put her where I can reach her and be there if she needs
And I
me.
understand that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Okay. That's good. That's good. Um, so we're bringing your family back together. And like you said, you still meeting people now from your family. Have you met all your siblings now?
no, I still have other
Okay.
siblings who I'm sure they're not gonna be receptive of meeting me because of the situation with my mom and their mom, and then so things like that. Like, I have other brothers and sisters who I would love to talk to. I got a sister, we look just alike. Everybody, like, we twins, like, literally
Wow.
looking at her, looking at me, we look just alike. And a lot of people know her, and a lot of people know me, and they be like, y'all, man, y'all look just alike. But it is what it is. I don't force relationships. Even with my other brother, I don't force relationships. So I just feel like, and if it's meant to happen, it'll happen.
Okay, okay, that's cool. That's cool. I definitely hope you are able to meet the rest of your siblings. That's a cool
Well,
thing.
I got the triplets, and I got all the crazy ones over here on
Hmm.
this side already. So hey, I guess K Town said we got to get these L's up out of here before they come in here and test some stuff up. So
Ooh wee.
yeah, but yeah.
Yeah, I actually, the funny thing is, I actually met my father and my siblings. Well, I met one of my siblings this year.
Hmm.
So at the beginning of the year. So that
See,
was quite interesting. Yeah.
yeah.
So I definitely understand.
You know what? My sister Chantel, and you know the triplets, Chantel, Shannon, Shannon, they
Hmm.
you know, they sister reached out to me recently, on Instagram, because TikTok, excuse me. But because it's funny, I met her working in clubs, never knew that was my sister and them sister, like
Wow.
blood sister. And once we found out, she reached out to me about 2 weeks ago to talk to them, and you know, they have about 13 or 14 other brothers, and you know, we got it's a lot of us. The Scots, it's a lot of us, and it's a lot of them. And if together, I want to say
Hmm.
we got over like 20 siblings. I just realized it. It's
That's
crazy.
crazy. That's
Yeah, it's
crazy.
crazy that, you know, but it's actually, it's cool too, because you get to meet the different, you know, personalities and the different, you know, characters in the family. And then
Hmm.
you hear the other ones calling the other ones messy, and I'd be like, oh well, that's how you act. You mad because that's how you act, you know. So it's interesting for me being the youngest. I just sit back and I get along
Hmm.
with everybody. See, that's the difference.
Okay.
I get along with everybody. So I'm the youngest, just sitting back watching, like, oh okay, oh, okay,
That's cool. That's
yeah.
cool. That's cool. All right. So we talked about your family. Um, let's talk about what's next. Are we talking about the music? Was that next in your life? Or are we talking about the women of security? Because I know you've been doing that for a while.
Yeah, I started doing the security. That was the next chapter. Once we left college and everything, you know, I
Mhm.
accidentally got into security by
Accidentally?
yeah, I
Oh
accidentally,
wow.
you know, I wasn't trying to do no security, girl. You know, we used to be in the clubs. You know, I stayed in the
Yeah.
club, so I never thought of myself actually doing no security, never. But me and my older sister, we had just graduated. I had graduated with my bachelor's in criminal justice,
Hmm.
and she had got her associates in medical uh assistance or whatever, and we went out down. Okay, why not go out west where we from? We're gonna go celebrate. So we
Hmm.
go out there to a club called the Doggy Inn. I never forget it. And Vanity. So we was there. I
Okay, I
two
know vanities, but I don't know about no doggy.
Doggy
What
Inn was
what is a
55, what,
doggy
55,
in?
25 North Avenue in Laramie. It was right down the street. It was literally 2 blocks from
Oh
Vanity's.
wow.
Vanity's right here. Doggy Inn was down
Okay,
there.
I know vanities, but again,
Yeah.
doggy in, I'm not familiar.
Yeah, girl, we went in there, we was partying and everything, and these girls started boom, boom, bumping me. I'm like, ah. So, you know, I'm drinking. I got the Hennessy and cranberry in this hand, Hennessy and cranberry in this hand. My sister in front of me. We having a good time.
Hmm.
I just drink both of the cups up real quick. And I turn to the girl and I pick her up and I set her in a chair. I literally, because she kept, you know, bumping into me on purpose, you know, and I was like, look, I'm not on that. I'm here to celebrate. I feel good. I'm trying to have a good time with my sister. That was the end of it. Girl, I thought it was. These two big old security dudes started walking up towards me, and I'm like, oh. So I'm telling Deidre, I'm like, oh, we finna have to fight. So, you know me, I'm getting ready in the stands. I'm like, okay. So the security man, like, hold on, baby.
Yeah.
Hold on, sweetie. They're like, no, you're not in the owner want to, you know, the owner want to talk to you. And I'm like, the owner? Want me for? So anyway, they take me to the owner. She this little bitty lady with all these long dreadlocks. And she's like, you did security before? And I'm like, no. You know, she's like, you want to do security? And I'm like, and then when she was like, you know, you get paid. And I was like, wait a minute, huh? So if they hit me, I can fight them back, put them out, and I get paid? Oh, it's on the yes, ma'am. What do I sign on? You know me. That's how I
Oh
started.
wow.
She. It wasn't no thing where it was like we gonna pay you this. She said, how much do you want?
Mm.
Oh well, I'll take $100. Starting off, I started off $100, and that's what it was, you know. And then I started working with a lot of different men and a lot of different teams, and then me and my sister and her friend, well, our friend, we all was doing security out west, so it was just us three ladies
Okay.
with different accounts, Carolyn's, different accounts like that,
Hmm.
and they stopped doing it, but I kept on, you know me, I just kept on because I don't start nothing and then stop it, you know. So if I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna put my all in it. So I started doing it and started seeing that it was easy. I was very good at it, you know,
Hmm.
and I like helping people, so it was like right up my alley. So that's how I got into security accidentally. Yeah.
How many years you've been in it so thus
I'm
far?
I'm 25 years in the game.
See, that's why I said it's been a while. I
It's been a
knew.
while. I'm
Yes.
25 years in the game and
Wow.
didn't even mean to be 25 years in the game. I just thought it was something I was just gonna do on some free time, step to the side. But once I started doing it and I started liking it, I became interested. You know, the way my mind think,
Hmm.
I'm like, okay, I need to know legally what I can and can't do because I know I'm
Yeah.
aggressive. I know my temper will get me. I will black out and hurt somebody, and I don't want to go to jail and lose my life. And I don't want to hurt nobody if I don't want to do
Hmm.
that. I want to do it the right way. So that's what made me start going to school, getting an MBA, my master's in business, so I can set up my company and criminal justice. I got that so I can learn everything I need to learn, the laws and what I need to do when I get into them states, get licenses, bonded, all of that. So I
You
set
was
all that up.
you was studying to become a lawyer at one point or something, weren't you?
Yes, yes, I was. We
I
went to
remember
school.
that.
Yeah.
Because that's when you was in Indiana when I came over there and visited you that
Yes.
time. You was
Hmm.
doing that studying during that time.
Yeah, I was studying to become a lawyer. Because my mind is real sharp. I'm gonna say I've been blessed with um a sharp mind, and that's what a lot of people don't know about me. They think I
Hmm.
just do security and they think that's just my life. But something happened, in that aspect where it kind of stopped me
Okay.
from doing pursuing that fully. I think about it every day. Like I can go take the bar exam right now and literally pass it with
Wow.
flag colors. I know I can do it. It's like,
All right, I need you to do some lawyer work for me. So we gonna talk about this in a little
okay,
bit.
well, you know
Yeah.
that because I do that stuff all day anyway. I do,
Okay, so you help people as
I
far as
do.
with that?
I do that. I help with lawsuits and file lawsuits and different
I
things
didn't
like
know,
that.
but now that
I
I
can
know,
help with, yeah, I help with a lot of different
okay.
things. Even child support stuff, EINs, LLCs. I do a lot of different things, taxes. So yeah, I'm well
Oh, we
versed.
finna be on. We definitely finna be on the phone after this. Don't worry,
Yeah,
girl.
cause we got to use some of these, all these degrees. I was just
I
going to
know.
school,
I
just
know, right?
it
I
was
know, right?
like it was like it was a hobby. Like Nancy used to be like, "You just go to school just to go." I was bored.
But see, this the thing. I commend you for going back to school because I was in school at one point, but you was doing it the smart way. You was
Yeah.
making sure you had scholarships and
Yes.
stuff paying for
Yes.
your education.
Yes.
My
I was
butt was
always
just
making sure I had some money. I was writing. I was always making sure I had money lined up and all of that. And people they couldn't believe, like, girl, you go to school too much. You're a career student. No, I ain't no career student, baby. I'm getting degrees. I got 5 or 6 of them. And you know what? I can fall back
Mhm.
on any of them and do anything that I want to do. And,
Wow.
and that was the whole thing of my man, like, use it before you lose it, you know?
That part.
And
That part.
it rubbed down on my kids, on my, and they saw that for me. And they see, like, man, you a single mom, you going to school, you working 2 jobs, and you raising your 2 kids. Yeah, I do it all. So
Taking care of your business.
yeah,
Hmm.
so hey, I'm blessed and happy and been through a lot doing security. I work with a lot of different men, a lot of different teams. That's what I was saying. And that led me to from being out west doing security. People used to hear about me before I even transitioned to Indiana. I was
Okay.
still out west. The transition to Indiana came from when I used to go visit my sister and other people, and then they had Orbeez. Orbeez was the club on State Line.
I
That
remember.
was my first transition into Indiana doing
Okay.
security, even though it was State Line. So I went from Orbeez to like the Edge, McTavish. It was like a domino effect. I went from here. Everybody wanted me, and I was
Okay.
able to charge what I charged because of my work ethic, and I was professional, and I knew what I was doing, and I knew the laws, and I was, so, and that's why I'm
So
still
that
here right
definitely
now.
benefited you going to
Yeah, it
school and
benefited me.
stuff.
And they'll look
Okay.
at me. People will look at me, and they used to be funny because they used to be like, "Oh, she thinks she cute. She got eyelashes. She got wigs. She got this and that." And they'll try to try me because I used to think I was too cute, and not knowing that, oh, she'll take that wig off and put it on the ground. Oh, she do flips. Oh no, she do DDT. Oh no,
No,
this the
she do
Undertaker little
flips. How
sister.
she? Oh wow,
Oh
girl.
no, that's when they were like, So I try to be cool with people, but yeah, that's what I'm saying. But I put in the work. I did what I did for years and in a respectful way and created that lane where it is a respect thing first all the time, you know. But
Of
people who do know
course.
me know they was like, well, they know not to play with me. Just put it like that.
Okay, okay. But you have to establish that, especially doing security. Because that's
Yeah.
the one thing I remember about security guards. They would not crack a smile for nothing.
Yeah.
They just sit there, just be on it. Because they gotta, and I know they gotta make sure everything is cool. You know
We
what
the
I'm
first
saying?
line of defense, and people don't understand that. You know, I used to have
Hmm.
this girl walk up on me. Her name was Tasha Humphrey. I'll never forget her because she put something in my mind that made me change a little bit on how I was doing security. She was like you said, they always serious. She used to
Hmm.
walk up on me all the time dancing, right? And I'll just look at her like she do all type of stuff, and I'm just standing there looking at her. She like, dang, do you smile? Why is you so serious? And I'm looking at her like, girl, I'm a girly girl. What do you mean? And she like, no, you standing there like, you know, and I'm like, that made me kind of get friendly because I didn't like people touching me, you know.
Of
I come pet you
course.
down, go ahead in the back, but you know, they like to hug, they like to touch. These people is touchy feely out here. Like they want to hug, they go grab you, they're gonna force you to hug them. So I had to be prepared for stuff like that. At first I didn't like stuff like that. But now I'm used to it. Like, okay, you know,
So
yeah.
they had to get you right, huh?
Yeah, they had to get me right. You know, it take a lot to get me to be some. You know, I'm trying. I be trying, Kia. I promise you. They used to say I was so mean, and I'm like, well, my nickname is the Grinch right there. I got on green. You know, that is my tattoo on my back, Miss Grinch. That's what they don't know. But no, I'm
Mm,
not mean. I'm really cool. I'm really nice, down to earth. You know, it's a respect thing. If you respect me, I'm gonna respect you, and it's just that
of
simple.
course. Of course, but that's the name of the game at this point.
Yeah.
Respect is earned, not given.
Yeah.
It's
Exactly.
earned. Yeah. I
Exactly.
trust me, I learned that every day
Yes,
working with
sir.
kids. Being a teacher, honey, I learned that every day with those kids. They were
Hmm. And they just you
madness.
just never know.
Hmm. Of course, of course. So, but women of security is not the only thing you do. You were also telling me about your 9 to 5 that you
Oh
do.
yeah. Well, my 9 to 5, I am a caseworker for the state. I'm a therapist. I do a couple of different things. In the DCFS. Ward. So, yeah, I like helping families. I like keeping families together because you know my situation of what I've been through. I'm just gonna take my scarf off because it just keep on. It won't stay on. But because of what I've been through,
Hmm.
this was kind of like something that's real important to me to make sure
Okay.
that I could be there to be the advocate to see being on the inside in because I've been on both sides of it. I've had a lady called and put 30 false reports against me, try to get my kids taken, try to make
Oh
it like I'm a
wow.
bad mom and all that just because I didn't want to be friends with her. You know,
That's
I've been in situ
crazy.
yeah, you know,
That's
I,
crazy.
I've been in situations that I wouldn't even believe that I should even been in. I shouldn't have been nowhere in, you know, but look at God. They can't stop me. They try to stop me from what I'm trying to do. And that was the whole purpose of them doing that, trying to make calls, trying to do this and that. But anybody who knew me and God knew that stuff wasn't true, you know. So I prevailed and I'm still able to work in my career while I'm working and do the things that I do, you know,
That's a
regardless of
blessing.
yeah, everything that I've been through. I'm an overcomer and people don't know that about me. And I don't expect them to know my life story, you know, or to understand it. It's not
Hmm.
for them. It's for me, you know. So I be happy. I post my accomplishments. I give myself pats on the back all the time. I post my stuff, even though my kids see it. I post it for my family, so they can always know that I'm doing something, you know, positive for us. You know, to try to make things
Hmm.
better for us in the future, in the long term. I'm not just sitting back. I'm not just getting up, going to work every day doing security because I'm bored. You know,
Hmm.
it's a long term. It's a purpose for that. I'm not getting up, going driving state to state. I'm in Indianapolis. I'm in Lafayette. I'm in Chicago. I'm in Rockford. I'm not getting up doing all this all day long just because I don't have nothing to do. It's a purpose for it all. You know.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. That's understandable. Eh, man, I got definitely say hats off to you because man, that's a lot.
Yeah.
That's a lot. Um, Now let's get into your music because I know you
Oh,
doing
see.
music too.
Yeah, I do. And you know what? like here, you know, I used to mess around back in the days, you know, with the music and everything, but I really never
Mm-hmm.
took it seriously because it really wasn't my passion. I always wanted to, you know, be a lawyer or be an actress or something like that. But
Okay.
um, the music came from heartbreak. I was able to, I had started going through things in my relationship that I was
Mm-hmm.
in, and it started taking a toll on me, and I didn't know how to express it because I was with a person who act like they feelings were, they didn't show no feelings. If that makes
Mm.
sense. They kind of like was ground, kept everything all, you know, secluded, and like everything was secretive. I'm not like a secretive type person. So it was like
Mm.
clashing with my personality. It was clashing. But anyway, just the things that, you know, the person used to say to me, and, you know, our conversations and things after learning about other women, I want to say, um, things that had came to me and were coming to me, and he was steady denying them and all that. I just started putting them in songs, like the things he'll say to me. I used to just rap about them, like who you belong to, and you know all of that. And I just put them in the songs. You keep on saying you love me,
Wow.
daddy. Sometimes I feel this, you know, all of that stuff. I'm the one, not the two, not the three. Now I'm gonna tell you where that song came. Now that was that's the second one, but more than a thrill. That was the first song I ever made, and that was from Heartbreak, and it's called More Than a Thrill. And I had my boy Jay Lace feature on it with me because I
Okay.
used to go to my friends like to talk to them about the stuff I was going through with the man I was with. Like, hey, look,
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand this. Like, you know, he do this, he do that, he say this, he say that. And you know, I know they say dating a celebrity or whatever, somebody that's high in the media aspect all the time, that you're gonna go through those things. But based off our conversations and us being friends for 3 years before we got serious for the last 8, I didn't think I was gonna have to go through all of that stuff based off the changes that we had, you know, the connection that we had.
Mm-hmm.
So more than a thrill was me letting him know that, yeah, I'm more than a thrill. I'm not just, you know, you keep saying you love me and sometimes feel that it ain't real, you know. And he used to
Mm-hmm.
always, you the one I think about who I'm with you. So that's why if you ever hear the song and start off with, you the one I've been thinking about in my heart. You the one I be thinking about from the start. You keep me together through all type of weather. Cause that's the stuff he used to say to me. I used to be there for you. I'm gonna always be there for you. I'm gonna be supportive. We was there for each other. So that's where that song came from, Heartbreak. And the one, not the two,
Wow.
not the three. The one, I'm out working concerts, and I got females walking up to me talking about, while I'm in uniform, mind you, working, after they done performed the song on the stage or wherever they did, out of all the people in the whole place, you come find me. They come find me. And then you
Mm.
come find me and you whisper in my ear, oh, I didn't know you was with such and such and so and so. You safe with me. What?
What?
Th- Thank you.
What? What?
Thank you.
Hold on.
Thank
What?
you.
What?
Yeah, thank you. You know,
What does that mean? Hold on. What does that even mean? I'd have been like, what does that even?
you know me. So I'm like, I'm trying to keep professional, but the, you
Mm-hmm.
know, the Aries in me is like, is you safe with me? Cause what is you talking about? You feel
Cause
me?
you want hold on. You want to just spark that fire.
Yeah, you done sparked that fire. You done walked up on something you don't even know what's about to go on. You might want to get away from
Ooh,
me and tread real lightly, sweetheart. You know,
man.
and that's how I always had to be, working in that capacity. And then I could be sitting at the door, whether I'm collecting money or whatever. I got females come and say, "Oh yeah, people think I mess with such and so and so," and then they'll name who I'm talking to, and then they'll look at me. Now, if I get up and
So
knock you
they
across this
still trying to test your gangster. No,
girl, not
like
knowing,
for
yeah,
real. That's crazy.
and you know, see, because they don't know me and they see me just sitting there, but I feel like I'm so proud of me. I changed so much because the old
Yes.
Olympia would have got up
Yes.
and them girls would have been hanging out the window somewhere. I would have knocked them in the corner so quick. But I'm a woman and I'm reserved, and I
Yes.
appreciate the change that I was able to make in my life. I used to gang bang. I used to do, I
But
used to
guess
be deep
what?
in the streets. We're not gonna
We
act like I was
evolve
innocent.
though. We evolve.
Yes. Yes. And people won't let me do that. They
Yes,
won't
they
let me
will.
do that.
Yes,
It's
that
like,
will. You you know, God got to throw in that test every once in a
yeah,
while to make sure you are who you say you are at this point.
you're right. You're
That
right.
part.
You're right.
That
Because
part.
I was tested, and I went through something too that kind of changed
Hmm.
me
Okay.
recently. Well, it's been about a year now, but it set the dynamic and a tone to my relationship as well,
Okay.
because I was booked for a video shoot, let's just say, by a
Hmm.
popular wannabe remake of an original popular group.
Okay.
Okay. And yeah, drugs were thrown in my face, and I just felt like you ain't have to do me like that. And I
Hmm.
was mad at myself for letting my guards down by trusting people, you know,
Okay.
being new to something, because the sober Olympia, it would have been a whole fight up in there. It would have been, they would have
Of
been reading about
course.
it, seeing it, or hearing about it on the news. It would have been something that whole spark, but it changed me. And when I found different things in my phone and realized what happened to me, I did challenge it. You know me, I'm a challenger. I'm a challenge things, and it set the
Mm.
dynamic of who I could trust in the industry, of who I felt like had my back. I had so many different people reaching out to me with their Me Too stories, with oh, you tell this person that this person did this to me, and I'm sitting there like, why y'all reaching out to me to tell your story for you? What are you scared for? I'm gonna tell my story, what happened to me, because I
Everybody's
don't
not
mind.
you though. You
Yeah.
have to you have to realize everybody's not you. Everybody don't have that
Yeah,
strength
but
to
then
do
but when you
that.
see them, yeah, they do that in the inbox. But then you see
Mm.
them, they with the same person who they telling you to
Who they
say this
telling you
about.
about?
Yeah.
It's kind of,
Like,
but you have to remember now you did some studying, and this because
yeah,
this is the next thing I want to do. I want to go into being a therapist,
yeah,
but it's something about people who are victims
yeah.
being around the people who have done that
Who
to
I've
them.
done something to
They
them.
they
Yeah.
yeah, it's a sickness. It's
Yeah,
an
it is a
illness.
sickness.
It's an illness.
Because they say
So,
they this person then, did
mhm.
this and made you feel like this, but you steady around them
And you
all the
steady
time.
around that person.
But you see
Steady.
me, I'm a
Yeah.
different type of mug. I'll go on and go against the whole team by myself and stand alone and feel good in my truth and know that I don't have to deal with that, and I don't have to take that. I don't have to, because it's
Hmm.
nothing that I need. See,
Okay.
it's a difference, and I understand. With them, it's something that they need from him. They need to be there to get a result, whether it's a song played on the radio, whether it's a video, whether it's money, whatever it is, whatever fake thing it is that they need temporarily, they're gonna you know support and be there for
But
it. So
that's
I
with
get it.
that's with any type of a
Yeah,
situation like
yeah.
that.
That's why I
Yeah,
say I get it.
it's because that person has some type of power over them.
Yeah,
So therefore, yeah, they allow that bad behavior. But look at Diddy.
yeah,
Look at Diddy. That was more. That's the biggest thing we can say right now
yeah,
that we've seen go down.
yeah,
And because he man, he held the let's say he held I'm trying to reach for this word,
yeah,
but of he had a lot of power in people being who they are in the industry. That's what I'm
yeah.
gonna say. But with great responsibility, I mean
With
with
great
great
power
power
come
comes a great
responsibility. Yeah,
responsibility. And if you're not doing the right things when you have that power,
yeah.
I'm gonna say this: what goes up
It
must
comes
comes
down.
down.
It do, and you know what? I
Must
used to
come
say that. I
down.
used to say that all the time. Like, to the
Hmm.
person who I was with, I used to be like, "You supposed to be out here being a role model, uplifting, helping, elevating, showing people the right way to go, instead of using your position for other things, and having these negative things that's going on being said that you constantly telling me that's not true, unreal, and I'm out here looking like a doggone fool, because why? Most people don't know I even exist. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? And then the ones who do looking at me like, dang, that ain't cool. And certain things. And I have to take it. I have to put it over my shoulder, take it, keep a
Hmm.
smile on my face, because why? I'm a professional and I'm working here in this capacity. And then if I show any type of emotions, it's, oh, she crazy. Oh, she this.
But
If you
that
want,
that usually be the story for females. Whenever
yeah,
females start speaking their truth, because that's
yeah,
what it is. Once they start voicing their truth, oh oh that girl
yeah,
crazy. She ain't shut up. And it's like, wow. And
and,
then people start following
yeah,
that story.
yeah.
Like
That story, that
and it's not,
timeline, like
instead
y'all
of
don't have no
coming together
manager
and really
on.
listening and really supporting,
Yeah,
which we should be doing. Yeah.
and that's why I even had a woman tell me, you seem like you crashing out, and I'm like, well, let me tell you what a crash out is. And I said it's a difference between a crash out and somebody who don't mind being verbal about what they're going through. And that's who I am. I've always been verbal. I said if you know me, you know one thing I don't do is crash out. I could definitely take on anything that I go through. I handle it very well. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And I'm very boastful on how I speak about things, and people don't like that. They're like, you give out too much information. You tell people too much. No, I don't have nothing to hide. I don't
Hmm.
walk with fear, and I don't hide from anything that I've been through. I'm not embarrassed about finding out that I probably wasn't the only one that this man was with these past years. Yeah, I'm hurt to find out that it's some people who was close to me that I call friends, family. I even lost a friend, a lifetime friend, because of asking one question. You know, a question I asked? I
What
said, "Are
was the
you
question?
sleeping behind me?"
Mm,
You've
mm.
been my best friend since we was 7, 8, man.
Girl,
That
you'd
could
be
have ever made
surprised.
us fall out for life. Me asking you that question, especially when you knew I was going through something, and I
Hold
don't.
up, and that's the person you confided in, right?
Yeah, this is the
Who
person
you
I
told
confided
stuff
in,
to, right?
who knew
And that
everything I
person,
was going through, who knew
girl,
everything,
it's
and who
crazy.
know everything about my life, my every move. I know everything about her. Like that made you not want to talk to me. We ain't talked since February. You ain't come to my birthday party in March. Yeah. So since February, like what? I asked you that question in February. This is December, it's gonna be almost a new year. You mad at me for
Mm.
asking that question because you said in your mind you can't believe that I actually believed it. It don't matter. If I said I was going through something, you my best friend, and you know I never asked you that in life, that should never be nothing. It ain't like we fought. It ain't like we. So that was confusing for me, but it made me feel like it had to be some truth to it because it wouldn't have been like it shouldn't be like this.
Girl, it's funny how things happen. It's
It
funny
is.
how things happen. I know, and breast cancer overcomer.
Yeah.
It's funny how I lost a lot of friends during that time. Like
Yeah.
people who I thought was my ride or die until I died type
Yeah.
thing. Like that, a lot of things change. The people who we think are in our corner
Yeah.
sometimes not necessarily in our corner. And then people grow up, people evolve, people change.
Yeah.
That's it, that's all. Because they go through their own experiences which shape how
Yeah.
they end up maneuvering at some point.
It's
So
heartbreaking though sometimes,
it is.
especially when you like for
It
me,
is.
man, mine is still a day-to-day process for me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still vulnerable right now, still dealing with it. I broke up August 13th, and I still day by day, go through my own little transition of it, of it being fresh. But then I also have situations where, you know, you know how people try to send people to talk to you or different situations like that. I've been dealing with those type of situations. And
Mm-hmm.
me, what they don't understand, I'm a little bold. I'm a little different. So I'm from the like, I wish you would kind of era.
Not
So
I
you want
wish
to
you
try
would.
me, you want to play with me, and I'm gonna call you out on. I'm a challenger type. So I'll
Mm-hmm.
let you get as close as you think, or whatever to try to see what's the end result of it. But
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I just want to stay celibate and stay away from everybody, and I'm just working uh hard on what I'm doing. I got a promotion and a raise because I found a
Okay.
missing child as well. Like I said, in my
Ooh.
capacity of what I do a lot, and it's all goes back into the security realm, regardless whether you
Mm-hmm.
know um it's working in a state or whatever. It all falls back into it all helping people, and that's what I like to do. That's what I want to be remembered for. That's what I want to be known for. Oh well, Olympia Payne. Yeah, not only that was I radio personality for a couple of months. I liked that. That was fun.
So you're
Can't.
not doing that anymore? Because I was about to ask you about that too.
Well, you know what? Um, he was having some things going on with his personal life, who I was co-hosting with. So I guess he couldn't, keep the show how he wanted it or whatever, for whatever reason. But that's something
Okay.
I'm totally looking into getting back into, whether it's not even with them. I could actually do it on my own.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm looking into that. I might get into something like that.
I'm gonna
But
talk
I'm
to you.
like,
I'll talk to you in a few minutes. I'm gonna tell you a couple of things.
yeah, talk
So
to me about that. Cause I feel
yeah.
like, with that whole thing, I was paying for that. So it was like,
Mm-hmm.
um, I felt like $500 a month or whatever for not even 8 minutes of me talking was not feasible. It was,
That wasn't.
yeah, and I'm on,
Mm-hmm.
we do 1, 2, 3, 4 Sundays out the month, or maybe 5. So it's like, if I'm not getting a whole 10, 20, not even 10 minutes during the whole segment, it's like, why am I? But I
We'll
like to be
talk
a part
about
of
it.
a team.
We'll talk about it.
Yeah, let's talk about that.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's a lot out there. It's a lot of things we could be doing. Um, I got big things going for 2026.
Yes.
Those are my plans, and yeah, they will be accomplished. That's all I can
Okay.
say. Well, so speaking of that, what do you have coming up with you for the 2026, girl?
2026. I'm excited. Well, okay, first of all, I'm gonna be performing though on New Year's Eve at Joe's Bar and Grill. So,
Are you?
90 West 53rd Avenue, Maryville, Indiana. Yeah, I'm gonna be
Ooh,
performing.
okay,
I got some new songs out that I gotta get off my chest. And
okay,
I do got a little rock and roll song out too that they ain't ready for. But I just wanna
okay.
get out and go do those things. And I did want to just get dressed up and be ladylike and look real nice and
That
just go
part.
out to
That part.
that, because I never did that. I'm always at work on the
Okay.
holidays. I'm always at work, so I didn't plan on being in the club for the New Year until
Mhm.
recently. Well, we just found out that this event was going on, so I was
Okay.
like, oh, okay, but yeah. So I might have to. I'm gonna celebrate my New Year's dressed up, whether I do it Tuesday or whatever. I'm gonna do it.
I know that's right, girl.
Yeah, and then
No,
my
that's
then
right.
my podcast too, talking that talk with pain. I've been in and out, working on it and doing things. I got so many episodes recorded. I was only posting on my Windows security page, and then I had stopped for a minute because I wound up moving to a new
Okay.
location. So that's where I'm at now. I moved to a new location, so I'm still getting everything set up over here.
Okay. Okay. See, you got stuff going on. I see that. I see that.
Yeah.
Anything else we can look forward to for
Look,
2026?
well, I'm a grandma, so I love my two grandbabies. My kids grown. My son' birthday next week, the 4th, January 4th. He'll be 21, so I will officially
Oh,
have no more
okay.
babies than my daughter.
Okay.
So I
Mm-hmm.
think I want to get my movie out there. The Olympia Payne Baker Lewis story. I've been
Okay.
working on that for a while. Even a book to it. I haven't. I stopped doing everything I wanted to do because I was so busy helping everybody else do what they wanted to
Mm.
do that I stopped doing what I wanted to do.
Put yourself on the back burner, huh?
Yeah, I put myself on the back burner. I got a video for no makeup that I supposed to shoot with Sean Ross. That's supposed to be
Okay.
Ross Medias. That's supposed to be coming out in January. I was supposed to do the one with We Next Up Films. He's shooting that, and then my More Than a Thrill is being shot by Just PK. So I got three different people I'm working with on these three videos right now that I'm supposed to be getting things done with. So I got to take some time out to do that because this year is my birthday year too, March 29th. So
Okay.
I want a whole different thing. I want to cut my hair. I want a whole different
Okay.
2026. The artist Olympia is going to be out more. Let's
The
put it like that.
artist. So we're gonna be
The
seeing
artist. You're
Olympia
gonna see
the
the artist.
artist.
Yeah, you're gonna
All
see
right.
Olympia the artist more versus Miss Payne, the security, all of that.
Okay. Okay. Well, I'm definitely looking forward to it. I'm definitely looking
Yeah, me
forward to
too.
it. So, everybody can know out there, how can they find you? How can they go to you? How can they seek you out? Especially you're doing security and stuff like that. They may want your services. So, how can they find you?
They can find me at TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Women of Security too, or they can find me on social media, Facebook, anything like that, Olympia Payne Lewis. So I always use my real name, Olympia Payne on Instagram, Olympia Payne Control Freak on Instagram. Yeah, I got it. Yeah. Facebook, Olympia Payne Lewis, Lewis Payne Olympia. I got Payne Baker. I got 4 pages. So anything Olympia Payne, Women of Security, it'll pop up. Even if I'm Googleable, if they Google me, I'm in there. So
Okay. Cool, cool, cool.
and they can
Well,
find me Miss Payne on the music platforms too. I'm sorry.
Miss
Miss
Payne, huh?
Payne MZPAYNE. And that's on
Okay.
YouTube, anything like that. Yeah.
Cool, cool.
Yeah.
All right. So I want to thank you for joining me. Unless there's anything else you want to mention.
No, not right now. I'm excited, to be here. Thank you. I appreciate you
I
having me on your
appreciate you too.
platform as well.
Okay. Okay. I appreciate you. But I do want to do this. I have to put my little segment out there. My statement piece for tonight. My statement piece for tonight. I think I got
Yes.
this watch. This watch. I don't know if you all can see it that well, but this watch, that's my statement piece for tonight. I know it's backwards now.
It
But
look nice.
yeah, I love this. I ain't gonna even lie.
Yeah,
Y'all know
it
I
looks
like
nice. And
I
it's matching
like
your
things that
outfit.
shiny and
Yeah.
that spark. Okay, yeah. I like
And it's
things like
and
that.
it's matching. It's matching,
It's always go.
Yeah. Yeah,
I want some iridescent, some
Yes.
iridescence with my purple and my bling. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all know pink is my color, so I don't know if y'all see this. This should be a statement piece too. This pink
Yeah,
and
it
purple
should
and
do. Yeah, that look good.
I had to do something for the new year, bring the new year in right, do
Yeah.
something a little different, 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 different.
Yeah.
So, with that being said, guys, this is the show right before the 2026. I want you guys to have a safe, prosperous, happy, magnificent new year.
Yes.
Hmm.
Peace out.
Yes, yes. All right, thank you guys. Remember, you can find me on all things Karamel the Creative. Karamel the Creative. That's Instagram, Facebook. Yeah, everywhere. YouTube, all those places. Karamel the Creative. And that's K's. Those K's. Karamel with a K, Creative with a K. Yes, that's where you can find me.
Okay.
All right, you guys. Have a great Sunday. And I thank you guys for rocking out with me. I truly appreciate it. Have a great one.